Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another huge declutter / empties from all categories throughout the house. So that's everything from household products to clothing to skincare to makeup, anything that I am using up or decluttering. I'm making these videos to share it with you guys because I think it's really motivating, and I love seeing people go through and do whole home declutters. It makes me feel super motivated to do the same thing and get rid of stuff that maybe is sitting around that doesn't need to be here. So basically what has happened is up until this point, my boyfriend and I kind of had 3 places because we work in different cities, and we have recently gotten rid of one of those places and sort of half moved in together under the same roof. So it's kind of complicated, but essentially we live together now under one roof. And before he moved in, I didn't really notice so much if I had like extras of something or if I had a couple of extra makeup products. It didn't really seem to matter. But now that he and I live under the same roof, of course, there's 2 of everything. There's 2 different types of shampoo and conditioners. There's 2 different types of body wash, pillowcases and pillows, and of course, all of his clothing and everything like that. And then, of course, we got the puppy a couple of months ago. So since all of this has happened, we just have a lot more stuff in the house. And so things that wouldn't have bothered me like 2 or 3 months ago now are feeling like clutter. And it was getting to the point where I just really needed to go through and really be like, okay, what actually needs to stay and what needs to go? I was starting to feel very overwhelmed and I just needed to go through and get rid of some stuff. So if you guys are in the mood for a video like this, then stay tuned. It is going to be a long one. I don't think I've ever done such a big declutter, like all over declutter. There's a ton of makeup in here. There's a ton of stuff. And hopefully you guys will find it motivating or something you can just listen to in the background while you do your own decluttering and organization. And if you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we do focus a lot on decluttering, organization. We do a little bit of skincare, makeup, fashion, perfumes, pretty much anything I love and want to talk about I share with you guys on this channel. And if you like the vibes of this channel, I would love if you consider subscribing. You can also feel free to head over and follow me on Instagram. That is the best way to get in touch with me. And so let's get started in today's video. All right, so first off, guys, in no particular order, we have a few pairs of socks that are just not my best quality. I have a ton of pairs of socks. The truth is I don't wear all of them. I only kind of wear my favorites and then they get washed and then I wear them again. So I just decided to cut my sock collection down by about half, and I will get more if I need to in the future. Also a bra that was from Calvin Klein that is just a little bit too big in the underwire, under bust area, and because it doesn't fit perfectly, I never reach for it. Next, we have one of these bras that is like a sticky bra. It sticks to your skin and is supposed to give you support and lift, and it doesn't really do that. Because of that, I never ever wear it. I either wear just a normal strapless bra or I just wear nipple covers, and that is it. So this is just sitting here not getting worn, so it needs to go. Next up, we have a pair of jeans. I know myself and I just don't wear denim a lot, and if I do wear denim, I have like 1 or 2 pairs that are kind of my go-to, that I like the way that they look, I like the way that they make me feel. For the amount of time I will put on a pair of jeans, which isn't very much, I just don't need more than 1 or 2 pairs max in my wardrobe. I just tend to reach for skirts and dresses, especially in the summertime, or a nice pair of like pleated shorts or trouser shorts. That's just the kind of girl that I am. That's what I like to wear. So the jeans will just sit here and really not get worn. So I'm letting go of 1 pair of jeans. The next item that I'm letting go of are these teacups. They're a really nice set of teacups and saucers, but we already have so many cups, you guys. And as you can see, my favorite one is that one in the background there, which I have 2 of, and they are from H&M Home. We just have so many coffee cups that I don't need sets upon sets upon sets. And so these ones I'm just gonna donate and give to a new home. We pretty much never use them. So I lied. I guess I have another pair of jeans that I'm going to be letting go of. These ones are actually from Everlane. They are a really nice pair of jeans. And just so you guys know, I'm not actually going to be posting anything that you see today in today's video on Poshmark because I just need them to be gone. I don't have the time to post things, wait for them to sell, package them up, take them to the post office. I just do not have the time for that. So I'm just going to donate things even though they're worth a decent amount. Like this pair of jeans here, I think was $100 or maybe a little bit more. They're really nice jeans from Everlane, but I'm never going to wear them. They're not quite the right style. The zipper looks a little bit funny. It's not quite the right rise for me, and I just know I'm not going to reach for them. I'm also going to be getting rid of this long sleeve t-shirt, which is also from Everlane. I really love their white long sleeve t-shirts. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, they're my favorite. I have 3 of them because I wear them on repeat. They're just my favorite t-shirt. But this one here in this kind of not coconut, oatmeal heather color, I just never ever reach for it. The next 2 items that are going are 2 pairs of gym shorts. I have one here from Women's Best. They are pink, they are short. I have worn them so many times. They're just super worn out and I just don't feel good in them anymore when I wear them. And also the one leg is a little bit tight around the thigh area, so every time I squat down it rolls up and that's really annoying. The other pair is from Arola, and these are actually a really nice pair of shorts. They're like the scrunch bump shorts. I just don't like the color. The color doesn't suit me, and it's not going to pay to ship them back to the US and get my money back because the shorts themselves were not that expensive. Next, we have a pillowcase. My boyfriend, as I mentioned, pretty much moved in here, moved all of his stuff in here, and with that came his favorite pillow. You know how it is. He has his favorite pillow that he likes to sleep on. And I don't want a random black pillowcase on my bed. Everything in my room is white. I like when everything matches, so I gave him a white pillowcase, and we're going to donate this black one. The next item is this really pretty floral skirt, which is actually from Chic Wish. It has a elasticized waistband. This is actually a pretty new skirt, and the trouble with Chic Wish that I've told you guys before is that although they have really beautiful stuff and I really love their items, it is difficult to exchange and return because it takes forever. The shipping takes forever, and I do believe that you have to pay for it, and I just don't see myself reaching for this skirt. It is quite lovely. It's very feminine. It's kind of that vintage aesthetic, which I really like, that vintage 50s housewife thing that I kind of go for, but I know myself and I know I'm going to reach for my other skirts over this one. The next item is one of these pleated squirt things from Aritzia. It's like a pleated tennis skirt. It's actually super cute, but I cannot see myself wearing it. Unfortunately, I'm past the return period, so I can't return it. I made the mistake of ordering a whole bunch of new stuff right before we got the puppy, and then the puppy came, and for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it was all I could think about was like potty training, house training, all that kind of stuff. And so the stuff that I could have returned, by the time I realized I had it, it was past the return period. So these ones this is actually a super cute skirt, but what I don't like about it is the shorts part underneath kind of digs into my thighs, and it makes my thighs look kind of chubby when I wear it. So it's not that flattering on me. So if I do get one of those tennis skirts again, it's going to be a Lululemon one, because I found those ones to be a little bit more stretchy and a little bit more flattering. The next item that is going to go is this LED face mask from a company called Magellan, I believe, or Magellan. I'm not sure what it's called. It looks like this. It's a fine mask. However, once I got it and used it, it wasn't a sponsored post or anything. They were just gonna send it to me to review and share with you guys. But after I used it, I don't think that the lights are super intense. Like compared to my Omnilux, the lights on here, I feel like they're barely turned on. Like I feel like the intensity is so low compared to my Omnilux. And this is either a very new company or there's not much like published about them. I couldn't find hardly any reviews. And I asked them if they could tell me like in numbers, like tell me the intensity of the lights and everything, and they couldn't do that. Whereas I know Omnilux is really transparent about like how strong their lights are and stuff. And I didn't want to be using something. It's already hard enough to make myself use something for like 10 minutes every single morning out of my morning routine when I'm already getting up early. I've got lots of things to do. I definitely don't want that to go to waste. I want to make sure I'm using the best mask possible, so I am sticking with my Omnilux. Next item is actually this pair of Lululemon Align pants. It is very, very old. There's a little bit of pilling, but they're still in okay condition, like they're still in wearable condition. I'm going to see if my daughter wants them. I don't need 2 pairs of Lululemon Align pants, just the basic black ones. I only wear them for like taking the dog for a quick walk, running out the garbage, like running a couple of quick errands if I just don't feel like getting dressed or putting on anything fancy. So I really only need like 1 pair to do that kind of stuff. I don't need 2. I just really wanted to pare down my dresser because like I said, after my boyfriend moved in here, it was like all of a sudden we had twice of everything, like two times the amount of stuff. And so I certainly don't need 2 times the amount of my own stuff contributing to the clutter. The next item is this pair of pleated shorts from Express. They're actually really nice. They kind of remind me of the They kind of remind me of like the Wilfred shorts, the Wilfred Effortless short. They're really nice, but they're just a little bit too big on me. They hang down a little bit and they kind of feel a little bit cheap. I already have other pairs of shorts in my wardrobe that I absolutely love that I wear way more than those ones, so I just wanted to pare down my shorts wardrobe a little bit. The next two items are two pairs of pajama bottoms. We have one pair of shorts, which are from Livion Rose. They are a size small. They're too big. I'm a size extra small, so I never wear them. And also these ones from Walmart as well. Basically, when we got the puppy, I knew I was going to be going out many times throughout the night, and I just needed like pajama pants I could throw on that I didn't have to worry if they got wrecked. I didn't have to worry if the puppy bit them or if I got mud on them or anything from like carrying him in and out of the house. Things were just really hectic and I just needed like grab and go pieces. And so I wore those for that period of our life. And now that I don't need them, now that he's obviously like walking outside by himself and he's pretty much house trained, they just don't need to be here anymore. They make me feel really frumpy. They make me feel stressed out. They make me feel like I'm still in that part of my life where everything was dirty and I was having holes in all of my clothing, and it's just not a vibe. So I'm letting them go. Like I said, I ordered a couple pairs of lounge pants from Aritzia and they're nice and they're going to make me feel a lot better about myself. The next item is a jumpsuit. It is, I think, a 5 or 7 inch long jumpsuit from Aritzia with spaghetti straps. It's really cute. It's white. I love the aesthetic. I love the way that it looks. However, there is no bra support. There's no built-in shelf bra or anything. So if I wear it, I have to wear another bra underneath, which kind of ruins the look. And the whole reason I like this is because I think it looks really cute. It's a nice outfit to wear to the gym. But because it doesn't have any bra support, any bust support, and I need bust support, I just never reach for it. So it is going to be going as well. It's kind of that gym piece that's been sitting there looking at me. I've been looking at it and I just have not been reaching for it. The next item here is a jacket. This has been my winter jacket, you guys, for the last 8 or 9 years. I guess it's a coat. I got it from Ricky's Bootlegger like 8 or 9 years ago. It's the brand Kismet. There's holes all throughout the jacket. It's pilling, it's being pulled apart, it's falling apart. I pretty much knew that this would be my last winter in this coat. Even though I get compliments on it, it is a really pretty coat. But again, this was the coat I wore the whole like first few weeks that the puppy was here. Because when puppies are teething, they jump up and they bite things and they bite your clothing and you just really can't wear your nice stuff around your teething puppy. And so this jacket just has been through the ringer. It already had holes in it. It already wasn't in good repair before this year. It could kind of pass, but every time I put it on, I would feel frumpy in it. I've ordered a couple of other jackets from like Zara and Aritzia just to try and replace it with something. It served me well. It has done really well for me over the last few years. I could probably donate it if somebody really wants to go through the time to cut off all the loose threads and to mend up the holes that are on the interior of the jacket, because the exterior doesn't have holes, it's just the interior. There's literally a hole in like the pocket. If somebody wants to take the time and go and do that, they could definitely keep the jacket. It's really nice. There's nothing wrong with it otherwise, but it just really needs to go. I need to leave it behind. I need to move on and move forward. And also the color, like I normally wouldn't go with a black and brown coat. I prefer beige or ecru or something like that. Okay, now we have a couple of empties. There are a few empties in this video. There's just way more declutter in this video than there is empties. These are two mouthwashes, obviously. So on the left, we have the Crest 3D White. It is the Glamorous White. I absolutely hate it. I will not be repurchasing it. I don't like the way it tastes. It makes me salivate a lot. There's like peroxide or something in it. And I just really hate it, and I hated using it, and it took me forever to get through it, and now that I'm through it, I will not buy it again. The one that I do like, that we just went through another one, and it has been kind of our go-to holy grail. Everybody in the family likes it. My daughter likes it. My boyfriend likes it. I like it. Is the Crest Pro Health Clean Mint. It tastes good, it doesn't burn your tongue, and it leaves your mouth feeling really fresh. So those are my two empty mouthwashes. If you guys have a favorite mouthwash, let me know. The next empty is a really fun one for me because, you guys, I love laundry. I love the way laundry smells. I love clean laundry sheets. I love doing the laundry. I like the smell of scent beads. I like everything to do with fresh laundry. It just makes me so happy. There's nothing better than putting on a freshly laundered shirt that smells clean and fresh. It is the greatest thing in the world, especially when you have a dog in the house. So this is the Sunlight Morning Fresh. I really enjoyed this one, but I don't think I'm going to run out and get another one. What I really have been liking is the Gain laundry detergent as well as the Tide pods. So yeah, if you guys have a favorite smelling laundry detergent, also let me know. The next item was actually gifted to me in PR. This is from OG Luxury Organics, and you guys have probably seen this on Instagram. I had actually seen it on Instagram, and this is their contour and blush sculpting kit. So it comes with a contour or a bronzing stick. Super nice, you guys. Like, even though it looks really dark, it actually is so sheer and buildable, and it goes on beautifully on the skin. The only reason I'm letting these go is because I already have kind of my favorite makeup products, and I just don't have room for all of these makeup products. Like, they're really nice. If you guys have been interested in them, they are worth the hype. They're really nice to use and they look beautiful on the skin, and I really like them. But like I say, you guys, I just don't have room for a lot of extra makeup products in my house, and I just don't want extras of things. I kind of have like my holy grail go-to bronzers and go-to blushes and stuff like that. Next, we have a day planner. It was for 2023-2024. I really need to stop purchasing day planners. I always have the best of intentions. I purchase day planners from Staples or whatever. Whenever it's the new year, I get all motivated, I get all excited, I see these beautiful planners, I purchase them, and I never use them. I just always tend to schedule things in my phone. I have reminders in my phone, I have a calendar in my phone, and that's where I tend to put everything. So yeah, I'm not going to buy any more planners because this one is perfectly good. It's never been written in. The next item you guys will recognize if you've been watching my channel for a while. This is a photo. I used to have it on my wall, actually above my dresser, and I've had this photo for quite a long time, and it's just a really nice quote. It says, "Have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing." And I really liked it. It was a quote that really spoke to me at one point, and I thought it was quite pretty. And I think just my tastes have changed. I think my decor tastes have changed. I just don't really have anywhere to put this, and I don't really want it anymore. It's kind of just sitting around. I put it in the spare room, like where the books and stuff are kept and where our spare chair and everything is. And I'm just not loving it anymore. It's time to move it on. So the next thing that I'm letting go of is a whole bunch of my samples that I was saving that I got from Sephora and Holt Renfrew and all of these other places when I would purchase perfumes or skincare or whatever. A lot of them are really beautiful luxury skincare. They're really nice, but what am I going to do with, 20 to 30 random samples of all these different skincare ingredients? One application or two applications isn't enough to see if it's going to benefit your skin, but it is enough to cause some sort of an allergic reaction or some sort of an irritation if your skin doesn't agree to it. So I just feel like having these sitting around. Some of them I've tried before, some of them I already know that I'm not going to use. I would rather pass these on to somebody who actually wants to use them and wants to try them. Here we have another household empty. This is the Lysol All-Purpose Cleaner. It took me a really long time to go through this because I usually use vinegar and water, as you guys know, for most of my daily cleaning needs, just to quickly wipe down all the surfaces in the home, wiping down the mirrors. I love using vinegar and water because it gets everything a streak-free shine, but I do use Lysol or something that's antibacterial and antiviral for those kind of cold and flu seasons when people are sick, or if I don't know, the dog had the runs or something, it might be good to throw in a little bit of Lysol in there here and there. So I do like to use an antibacterial once in a while. I have another one open on the go. Don't use it very often, so it just takes me a really long time to go through these. Here we have another pair of shorts. These are from Express as well. They're actually the exact same pair of shorts as the last one, just these are in the white color. And again, they're just a little bit too big. I should have gotten them in a size extra small or in a size 2, and instead I got them in a size small or a 4. They're just a little bit too big. They look baggy on me. They don't make me feel my best, and they just need to go. Here we have a self-care empty. This is the Dove Anti-Stress Blue Chamomile and Oat Milk body wash. This also took me quite a long time to go through. I was kind of using it as much as I could in the shower and as often as I could just to get through it, because although it smells really nice, I got really tired of it, and it smells like really nice and calming. It's kind of like this lavender chamomile, oatmeal scented thing. I really like it, but I prefer to use something a little fresher, a little more soapy, something like the Native Herb and Citrus or Irish Spring or something like that, that just makes me feel kind of squeaky clean. This doesn't make me feel super squeaky clean, and I kind of got tired of the scent, so I just really hurried through it. This next item is another empty. This is from Scentsy, and this is the Mint to be Merry. So I used up the entire Scentsy pack in my Scentsy warmer. As you guys probably know if you watch my channel, I recently switched from using candles to using wax warmers, just because I find that it's a cleaner way to make my house smell really nice. And this one, you guys, I 10 out of 10 recommend. And I don't know if they still have them in stock, but if they do, and if you like the peppermint sugar cookie candle from Bath & Body Works, get this one, Mint to Be Merry. It literally smells like, you can't really smell it anymore, but it literally smells like vanilla and mint, and it's just clean, it's fresh, but it's also warm and gourmand. We have a toothpaste empty, and I know it's not that luxurious or exciting, but I just like sharing with you guys what I've been using because I think it's fun. I like to see what other people have been using. And like I told you guys before, when it comes to toothpaste, I'm not really picky. I haven't found my favorite holy grail toothpaste. This is just the Colgate Total, and basically when it comes to toothpaste, I try to get one that's whitening. And other than that, I'm not super picky, especially with inflation. The price of toothpaste has gone so high along with everything else. So I pretty much just get whatever's on sale, barring not liking the way that it tastes. Here we have a mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Volume. I'm letting this go because I prefer my Thrive mascara, which is a tubing mascara, and also the Tarte tubing mascara. But to be honest, the Thrive is my favorite between the two. The Thrive is easier to wash off, and I think it makes my lashes look the nicest. And this is just kind of an old mascara. I don't need 3 or 4 of them on the go. They're going to take me too long to go through, and I really want to use up my Thrive because that one is my favorite. The next thing that's going to be going is just a few gifts with purchase, a couple of little diptyque items from Holt Renfrew with my last purchase, as well as a whole bunch of perfume samples from Etiquette and a couple of designer samples. So these are just things I'm not going to be using. The samples are not perfumes I'm really interested in or would want to review for you guys. They're just kind of like random niche samples. And I have no use for a tuberose candle because I don't like the smell of tuberose. It's a cute little candle, but I don't know what I would do with this tiny little candle. I should give a special shout out here to Acro Awake. This is the one sample that I might want to review for you guys. This one's actually really, really good. This one smells like coffee. It's actually like so nice. It's so nice. It's like sweet. This is actually a super nice one. This is one I could see like maybe one day having a bottle of. So maybe I'll hold on to this little sample. Yeah, it's like sweet, coffee, gourmandy. I did wear this to work one night and I actually got a compliment from a couple people. They said that I smelled like cashmere. 2 different people said I smelled really good. They didn't say coffee specifically, but they said I smelled really, really good. So yeah, I don't know. I might hold on to this sample actually because this is a bottle I could see myself potentially having in the future. Okay, you guys, and this is where we get into the nitty gritty. I'm going to try to go through this really, really fast. Some of these are empties, some of them are declutters. I'm going to try to zip through them super quickly because there's like probably literally 45 or 50 things in this box and I just want to get through them. So this is kind of the more fun stuff. This is like makeup, skincare. All right, so let's just grab things one at a time out of this bin and go through them. The first thing is actually a skincare empty. This is the I'm From Rice Toner. I went through this pretty quickly, and at this point in time, I'm not going to repurchase it. This is something I've purchased before in the past. I really like it. It's rice bran and niacinamide. It's good for the skin, but I already have kind of my holy grail skincare products that I'm using at the moment. I've got other things that have niacinamide, and I don't feel that I need a rice bran extract on my skin at this time, so this is just an empty. The next item that I finally used up by using on my body is the Cetaphil Daily Advanced Ultra Hydrating Lotion for dry and sensitive skin. This can be used on the face or the body. I really, really like this. It's great if you're having sensitive skin or irritation, especially if you use retinols or tretinoin and your skin is kind of annoyed with you and red and irritated. But I have so many moisturizers. You guys know if you watch my channel, I've discovered so many great moisturizers in 2023 for my face. This would have taken me forever to get through, and I really wanted to use some of my more favorite moisturizers, so I just started using this on my body just to use it up. The next item, this is actually going to be a declutter. This is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. This is actually a more recent purchase, and I do really like it, but I have cleansing oils that I like a lot better, and I don't like this one as much as my other cleansing oils, and something I've noticed about it is that the product inside is starting to separate, and I saw that in some other reviews, so that I'm not really sure, like, am I getting the right amount of everything when I put it on my face? You can't really like shake it up to disperse it again, so it's kind of annoying. I wish that it wasn't separating like that. I'm sure it's probably just fine to use. I'm gonna see if my mom maybe wants it or if my daughter wants to try it, but for me, I'm no longer finding it fun to use. The next item is I don't know what you call this, a blow dry curling brush, a blow dry brush. It's kind of like the Dyson, but like super cheap version. This one was actually from PharmaSave, or from Shoppers rather, and it was $100, and it works fine, you guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It does work really good. It makes my hair super smooth. It's by the Knot Doctor, and I just cannot be bothered to use this on my hair. I don't have the time for that. I'm kind of like a quick get out of the shower, apply my heat protectant, blow dry my hair, throw some curls in, call it a day. That's what I do. I can't be bothered. Pretty much never, ever, ever use this. I don't even know why I got it. So this, my daughter actually wants, and so I'm gonna give this to her. Okay, I'm not gonna go through each individual brush, you guys, but I just have a whole bunch of makeup brushes here. A couple of them were sent to me in PR, a couple of them were ones I had in my collection, and I just went through my brushes the other night and decided I needed to get rid of some of them because I just don't need this many brushes. I have the ones that I go to all the time, the ones that I use, and I just didn't need this many. So I cut my brush collection, my makeup brush collection, down by probably about half, maybe even a little bit more. So these my daughter is going to pick through, and the rest I'm going to see if my mom wants. This is one of those things to get calluses off of your feet. I realized we have two, so we don't need two. I am going to be letting go of my Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser. It's nice. I like it. I've talked about this before in other videos if you want to hear more thoughts about this product, but I have other cleansers that I prefer more, and I'm just going to stick with them. So just in the effort of minimizing my closet and trying to avoid accumulating more stuff, this is going to be going. Now we have a chemical, actually I think this might be a hybrid sunscreen. This is the La Roche-Posay Anthelios XL60. I was using this on my neck, my hands, and my décolletage because it has too much chemical filters in it and it burns the heck out of my eyes. So it's a really lovely formula, but I will not be purchasing this again. I was not putting this on my face. So I'm really happy to be done with this one, and I will not be repurchasing it. Another self-care empty. This is the Dove Advanced Care Shea Butter Deodorant. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I actually prefer the men's Dove, I think it's the men's Dove Clean Comfort or something. I'll try to put a picture of it on the screen. It's in a blue bottle. I really like it because it doesn't smell masculine at all, but it works so much better for me than women's deodorant. I just really like it. I feel much more fresh and clean. I notice that I stay feeling fresh and smelling fresh longer. And I just found it by accident using my boyfriend's one day, and I discovered that it worked way better than women's deodorant. This one I just got because I wanted to try like something feminine that smelled pretty. But yeah, I still prefer the men's. I don't know why it's better than this one, but it is. But anyway, this is an empty. I have one more of these on the go, and then I'm gonna go back to the men's. This is the Glossier Stretch Foundation in the shade, I think, Too Fair. And I tried this again the other day. Like, it's a nice foundation, but I tried it again the other day and it just looks too peachy on my skin. It just does not look good on my skin. You can really tell that I'm wearing makeup. It's not the right undertone for me. It was between this one and the number 3. The number 3 was too dark. This one's not the right undertone. So this one's gonna go. Beautiful foundation though, but I think my daughter is actually gonna take this one off my hands. The next item that's gonna go is another foundation. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in the shade 1N0 Porcelain. This is the one that they shade matched me to in Sephora. It's just a touch dark. So I actually love this foundation. Like, this is one of my top favorite foundations, but I ordered it in 1C0 shell and it's almost a perfect match. And even if it's not a perfect match, I can layer it with another foundation to get that perfect shade match for me. But this one's just a little bit too dark. I don't need 2 double wear foundations in my collection, so this one is going to go as well. I have another foundation. This one's from Shiseido. So I recently got 2 foundations from Shiseido. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was in this mood where I wanted to buy stuff, and I had gift certificates, and the girl working at Shoppers that day was such a good little saleswoman. She sold me like $500 worth of Shiseido products, and this was one of those things. And it's a beautiful foundation, but it's just ever so slightly too light for me, and I prefer the other one that I got, which is a little bit more of a Your Skin But Better. It's a lighter finish. This one's a little bit more of a full coverage. This is another makeup product. This is the OG Sculpted Complexion Stick. This was also sent to me in PR. Unfortunately, it is too dark for me. It is their lightest shade, but it's too dark and it's too orangey or yellow. That would be my one complaint about their complexion, complexion sticks is they don't have very many shades to choose from, and one size does not fit all. So I wouldn't recommend their complexion sticks for that reason unless you can find a good shade match. Speaking of Shiseido, we have a finishing powder. My daughter has already spoken for this. She wants it. It's a beautiful finishing powder. The reason I'm letting it go is because I currently have about 4 finishing powders in rotation, maybe even more, and I just don't need that many because as it is, it already takes months and months to use up an entire finishing powder, especially the Hourglass. Literally like a couple years it takes to use it up, and I just decided to downsize. Like I said, you guys, before my boyfriend kind of moved all his stuff in here, I was okay having backups, I was okay having extras. Now that we have to like juggle my stuff and his stuff and my daughter's stuff and the dog stuff and the cat stuff, I just don't have room for doubles and duplicates anymore. So even though this is beautiful, it's gotta go, but the good news is my daughter loves it and is gonna use it. The next item is the scalp massager. Nobody really uses it. It's just been sitting in the shower. It was one of those kind of gimmicky products that I thought, we really need this. It's gonna change our lives. It's gonna make hair wash day so much better, and nobody uses it, so it's gonna go. The next thing I'm decluttering, you guys, is the Cure Micro Infusion System. I could maybe sell it. I don't know. It's kind of like a medical thing that I don't know is good to just give to anybody. But anyways, this is the microneedling device, that the little stampers. My skin is way too sensitive for this. I just don't want to aggravate my skin. And although it's not like harsh on the skin or anything, and it's fine, I'm really happy with how my skin barrier is at the moment. And I just want to keep it that way. And I don't want to add anything that's going to like rock the boat, so to speak. I've used it a couple times. I don't really know if it did anything. All I know is it made my face really friggin' red. And then the next couple days after, I was like, is my face smoother? Is it not smoother? I don't know. And I just don't really want to mess with it. You know, like if I get something done like this, I want to go to an actual derm's office and have a professional treatment so that I know they're doing things properly. I know that it's the right thing for my skin. I can have a professional analyze my face first. So I'm just going to see if somebody else wants this. I don't really know what to do with it because it's not something you want to just let anyone willy-nilly take. The next item are actually 3 things from Scentsy. This is the Velvet Moon Scentsy, the Polar Bear Hug Scentsy, and also the Vanilla Barnwood Scentsy. I just have already a drawer full of Scentsy that I love so much, and they tend to be a little bit more in the gourmand direction, like the toffee, the vanilla. These ones, they were kind of blind purchases, and I'm not a fan. So these ones, I'm going to see if I can trade in the ones that are full, and the other one I'm going to give to somebody else in my family who also uses a Scentsy. I'm also letting go of the Tartelette In Bloom palette as well. My daughter, I think, is also going to take this. It's beautiful, but I already have my kind of go-to eyeshadow palette, and as a result, I'm not going to reach for this one. And also, it's kind of big and bulky to take on vacation. This is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I really like it, but I do notice that there's fallout, or like, excuse my phone by the way, I do notice that there's like a little bit of black underneath my eyes when I use it. And it's also kind of old at this point, and I prefer my Tarte tubing mascara. The next item is the Dior Skin Glow, Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I'm only letting this one go because I have about like 4 or 5 foundations that I absolutely love, you guys, and I just don't need 6 or 7 foundations. I just want to use my favorites, and this one is the only one that is almost a touch too dark for me. My daughter loves it though, and she's gonna take it off my hands. Letting go of the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette, only because I recently discovered the Dior bronzer, and it has become my new favorite holy grail bronzer. And in my opinion, if something is doing it for you and it's great and it's wonderful, why switch back and forth to something else that isn't 100% perfect? That's what it looks like. It's really nice. I think my daughter is gonna take it. I've been really enjoying it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't need 2 bronzers when I like the Dior one better. I'm letting go of the Gucci blush that I purchased last time I was down south. It is a beautiful blush. Love the packaging. I think I was more than anything sucked into the packaging, and it is a really nice blush. However, it is almost a little too corally for me. It's a really pretty shade. It's very pigmented, but as you guys know, I also recently discovered the Dior Rosy Glow blush in the shade 001 Pink, and I'm obsessed with it, and I also still really like my Hourglass blush. So I'm gonna let go of this one. I don't need 10,000 blushes. Two other blushes that I'm letting go of for the same reason is the Essence, the blush, and also the Milani blush. And the Milani one is in the shade 01 Romantic Rose. Again, for the same reason, I just don't need 15,000 blushes. Letting go of the Essence, the highlighter. This one's nice, but I don't use highlighter all that much. And I will tell you guys, I have recently discovered that I quite like the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter as a highlighter, and I really like the way it looks on my skin. I like the finish, I like the versatility. I don't need 10,000 highlighters because I just don't use a ton of highlighters, so this one can go. Likewise, I'm also letting go of my Rare Beauty highlighter as well. It's really pretty, but my daughter has been asking me for this for a long time. She's wanted a Rare Beauty highlighter for a long time, so I'm just going to give this one to her and see if my mother would like the other one. Letting go of my e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, again, just because I have a couple of other setting powders that I like better. I have an Hourglass one and I have a Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. Those are the only two that I need. They're my favorite. I love the finish. It's always a good result with those two finishing powders. This one I had told you guys sometimes creases under my eyes, and it's kind of finicky and it's kind of shiny, and I just don't find myself reaching for it. Letting go of a couple of sponges here because they're old. One of them is stained and I've had to wash it numerous times and it still doesn't come completely clean. It's just kind of gross. And I have a new sponge that I really, really like, so I'm just going to finally throw these out. We have another Scentsy that I missed. This is the Candy Orchard. This was a blind purchase. I'm actually just going to see if I can trade it in with my local Scentsy representative. Another eyeshadow. I'm kind of sad to be letting go of this one. It's beautiful. It's by Chanel. And it's just this really pretty, like, neutral. I might see if my mom wants it. I know my mom said she really liked the way this looked, but I just don't seem to use it. I'm kind of having second thoughts on it because the packaging is so gorgeous. The colors are so pretty. This might be one thing I pull out of my declutter just because it is so beautiful and it's also compact. It's good to travel with and the colors are pretty. I might pull this one out and put it back in rotation. Yeah, I have a hard time parting with my Chanel stuff. And the last thing I'm letting go of is this Hourglass finishing powder because this is the darker shade that I purchased last year. And as you can see, I used a lot of it and it works really well. It's a beautiful finishing powder, but it takes forever to go through one of these. And as I showed you guys in one of my Sephora hauls, I actually got the one shade lighter and I like it a lot better. It just looks better on my skin tone. So I certainly don't need to, especially with how long these last. So this one, I think my mom or my daughter is going to take off my hands. So that was it for today's declutter and empties video. I'm sorry if I was a little bit rushed at the end, but I was running out of time. I had to go pick up my puppy from doggy daycare and I didn't want to be late and I had so many things to get through. It took me a little bit longer than I thought, but I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you a little bit of inspiration to cut your own stuff down and minimize and simplify your own living space. And thanks so much for being here today, you guys. I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.